Hi guys, good evening. Welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video, I'll be doing my reaction to the third and final trailer for X-Men Apocalypse, which debuted earlier today online. Ooh, it looks like fun. It looks like a lot of fun. Now, before I begin, I just want to give you guys a quick warning. I will be making references to the predecessor of this film, X-Men Days of Future Past. If you have not seen that movie yet for some reason, if you have yet to see it, be warned as I will be referring to big spoilers from it in this video discussing what's going on in the trailer for this movie. So let the record show you have been warned. That being said, really, really good. You know, it seems like this movie is going to be possibly even bigger than Days of Future Past, which I thought was pretty big and epic in scale for an X-Men movie. I loved Days of Future Past. I loved the storyline. I loved the whole thing with the Sentinels. But this storyline with Apocalypse and mutants versus mutants, it's a very, very exciting concept. Oscar Isaac looks great as Apocalypse, and I love the way he sounds. You know, he's got that almost disguised voice, kind of like this, like 3 or 2 layers of voices, different voices all talking, just to, you know, show off just how truly powerful he is. Now, whether or not he's a god or just the most powerful mutant in the world, I don't know, and quite frankly, I don't care which one he turns out to be. I'll be happy either way, because he seems to be a very, very cool character. Other interesting tidbits in the trailer. Quicksilver is quick to admit to Mystique that yes, Magneto is indeed his father. It was briefly mentioned or teased in Days of Future Past, kind of jokingly, but it was never really touched on since then, but it was heavily implied. And so now, of course, Quicksilver, I don't know if he knows it for a fact, but he seems to believe Magneto is indeed his father, and he's not even scared of him, or the other 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And what I think looks interesting about Magneto is that we know how bitter and resentful and scorned he's been all his life because he's a mutant, and the belief that mutants are superior to humans and they're the future and humans are the past. And it looks like that will only be fueled even more. That bitterness and that belief will be fueled by Apocalypse's influence on him, because it looks like something happens to his family. I don't know when or how this happened, but it looks like he has a wife and a kid at some point. And in the trailer, obviously he's cradling and holding their bodies, and it seems like he's pretty much past this point of no return. And Magneto may have finally crossed that line in the sand, that path down into darkness, basically, like where there's no coming back. Not even his oldest, closest friend, his old ally, Charles Xavier, can bring him back into the fold. It seems like Magneto is 100% committed to Apocalypse's fight. At least, maybe that's what they want us to believe in this trailer. And what I also think is interesting is that they revealed a few other things. Number one, they revealed that apparently at some point Charles is kidnapped, or at least taken, by Apocalypse and the 4 Horsemen, and perhaps that will probably serve as the final battle, or the final climax for the movie, where all of our X-Men unite and team up to fight Apocalypse and his 4 Horsemen. Now, whether or not his 4 horsemen, which are Archangel, Psylocke, and Storm, will all be as evil as him, or just following him blindly for whatever reason, that remains to be seen. I don't know if their hearts or minds will change or turn at any point to switch to, I guess, the good side or the light side for you know, however you want to say it. But it looks very, very very interesting and very exciting. I love seeing that bit in the trailer where Storm and Cyclops are both using their powers to, like, trying to hit each other, and it just goes bzzz, you know, Cyclops with his eyes and Storm with her lightning, and the laser eyes and the lightning is like bzzz, you know, they're just, you know, just focusing in on each other. That was a cool scene. And it looks like Mystique recruits Nightcrawler from some underground mutant cage fighting thing, which where it looks like we'll get our first glimpse at Blob, because there's this photo that's been released online of our first look at Blob in this movie, and it looks like he lives up to his name and his comic book counterpart, because he looks a hell of a lot like him, and he's big and gross, and it looks like he's involved in this underground mutant fighting ring or whatever, where Nightcrawler apparently fights Archangel or something. And so with it looks like with Xavier gone, Hank or Beast will probably step up as leader, but then he'll bring in Mystique, because he'll need someone else to help him guide their students along when they go to rescue Charles and fight Apocalypse and his four horsemen or something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying all of that based on what I saw in the trailer. I don't know if it'll all turn out the way I predicted it, but I'm excited and I'm pumped for it. This looks like the biggest X-Men movie ever, and I didn't think that was possible after seeing Days of Future Past, but shortly after that movie came out and they were teasing this one, it sounds like this one will be much bigger in scale, more characters, more storytelling, new conflicts, just a really incredible visual effects, and, just epic scale of mass destruction for any X-Men movie. And of course, how about that juicy little tease to Wolverine at the very end, the very final shot of the trailer, where we see the three claws come from his fists as a couple of soldiers charge him. Obviously Wolverine will appear at some point in the movie. It was not known for the longest time as to whether or not he would be in the movie or not. It seemed likely that he would appear, because come on, it's an X-Men movie. It's going to be a mutant movie. You kind of have to have Wolverine. Now, whether or not he'll have a big role or a small role in this film, I can't say for certain. Obviously, he'll be in at least one kick-ass scene where he's fighting soldiers or fighting other mutants with Jean Grey and Cyclops and whatever, but he'll be in it at least, so that'll be exciting. But I think primary focus will mostly be on the other mutants, unlike the other X-Men movies where Wolverine has been the primary focus, but obviously that should change, eventually, because we should focus on these other interesting characters and mutants. So overall, very impressed with the trailer. I really liked what I saw. I can't believe we're almost a month away from the movie's release. It comes out May 27th in theaters. Check your local listings and theaters for updates on when tickets go on sale. It looks like fun. I hope you guys are pumped about this as much as I am. Thank you so much for watching this reaction video here on the EdWord. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one. Check out my Facebook page and the link down below. You can click on it there. And again, thanks for stopping by and watching. And have a great rest of the night. And of course, until next time, as always, may the Force be with you.